welcome to Our Amazing Kids. My name is Dory, and I am here with Rowan, who is here to tell us about his passion for Legos. So I'm just going to get right to it because he brought this amazing piece with him. Rowan, please tell me about this amazing creation.
So, it took me about like 4 or 5 days to make it. If it goes like this,
Wow.
can move all around, completely adjustable.
Wow. That is so neat.
So there's controls to like it was supposed to be just an apartment building, but then I'm like, I want to turn it into an office tower, and then I made an office tower, but then I broke it, and then I got a BB-8 set. That's actually a BB-8
I was thinking it looked familiar, yeah.
And I added something to it, and then I built all this and attached it there, and put a few of that and that right there.
So you took a bunch of different sets and then made this all of your own creation. Yeah, that is so neat. So how many times would you say that something happens where it breaks or falls over or you start over within those 5 days that it took you to make this?
It was about like 2 times.
2 times? Okay,
Yeah.
not so bad.
It was when I made it into an office tower. There was actually like the ninjas, because I have all the ninja mechs. That's where they stored their weapons. But I got angry and I punched it.
Yeah, I bet it gets frustrating sometimes. Takes a lot of patience, huh? Yeah. So speaking of the ninja sets, I was, doing a little bit of research on Legos, and there's just seems like infinite sets of Legos. Like, how many do you think there are of just different styles that you could buy?
Probably maybe 1 million.
1 million? Oh my goodness, just like too many to count. Yeah. And do you have a favorite?
My favorite is the ice tank mech from the Lego Ninjago movie. It's like this ice tank, and it moves all around and stuff, and it shoots ice.
Oh my goodness, so you build a tank and it's actually mobile, it can move around and everything?
Well, no, it doesn't move, but you can make it move. And I like Legos because one of the cool things about it is there's actually Lego guns, and the Lego actually shoots. You push this thing and it shoots.
Oh, really? It actually shoots things? I had no idea.
Shoots at little Legos.
Yeah, and that's one of your favorite parts? Yeah, that's really interactive. What else do you like about Legos?
I like that it's like you get to use your imagination, make up your own world.
Yeah, I think that's really special to have something that you could put everything here into something concrete. Do you have something that's your favorite that you've created?
I have a Lego city. Right now I'm building a Lego town, but I had a Lego city. I had to rip this because this plate right here, that's only one of the 6 I have.
Oh, okay.
And so I'm working on that, but it got a little destroyed from moving all around and stuff.
Yeah. So is this part of that city that you're building?
Yes, that's the main tower.
That's the main tower, and then you've built things around it. So how big is this city that you're building?
Probably about like here and here.
Wow, so this whole area, you're making just a Lego village, all of your creation? And how long have you been working on that?
About 2 years, maybe.
2 years, wow.
Because I first wanted to make like a Ninjago, like ninja area with all their weapons and all this stuff. But then I'm like, I want to build a Lego city instead. So I took those off and started making a city, but I didn't know how to make it. So I'm like, what? And then I learned and learned and learned from other sets I got. And then finally about like 2 months or a few months ago, I'm like, I should do this. And I have a Lego bank, Lego jail, Lego houses, a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's amazing. Do you have a city that's like the inspiration for this one, or just what you are an ideal city? Excuse me, for you.
Well, it's probably an ideal
City. So like this is kind of your dream town that you would live in that you're making.
Yeah, yeah.
That is so cool. If you could build your own house someday out of Legos, would you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and live in a Lego house.
Definitely.
Well, you were talking about that Lego car that they just built, right?
Yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, it runs on an engine actually made out of Legos, like,
It's crazy. It's crazy.
and it only goes 15 miles per hour, but that's that's awesome for,
For a Lego car. Yeah.
it has an air-powered engine, and that's the first of, like, maybe in the future there's going to be air-powered.
I would hope so, right? It's a good idea.
Also, like, this man, there was 2 people to build it. One was from Africa, I think. Yeah, the other, I don't know. But they were both master builders, so it took them, like, maybe at the most 5 years.
5 years to build this whole Lego car, and it's life size, right? Like
Yeah.
people can sit in it and drive it.
Yeah.
Would that just be like your dream to drive that Lego car?
Yeah.
Yeah. If you could have everything in Lego, would you? Car, house?
Car house, yeah, definitely. I would probably also make a Lego airplane. And sometimes I wish I was a Lego guy, because if you saw the Lego movie, they use their minds and they make cars and all this cool stuff with their imagination. In the real world, we can't do that. I mean, we can't just grab bricks out of stuff and everything's solid. But in Legos, you can just, even the Lego guys can break their stuff.
So if you could just be in an ideal world, it would be one where you could just make it as you went along.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's probably what's so special about Legos, is that you could just start over and over and over again, huh?
And then there's also this Lego, not just a Lego car, but there's also a Lego. Have you seen Star Wars? Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen Star Wars. Yeah.
It's an X fighter,
Okay.
X-wing something. It's like from here to way over there. It's actually a person goes in it, and the hard thing about it is there's actually, like, it looks like there's a real engine and stuff.
No way. So they made like a kind of life-size replica of a Star Wars thing?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And then they also made this, like, ball Lego set, like, where they put, like, these tiny balls in the thing, and it goes, like, there's, like, gears that make it move like that.
Kind of like a big pinball machine or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it goes, like, down things and through things, and it, like, it's so long, so that's pretty cool.
That's really cool. And then I've never been, have you been to Legoland?
No, I want to so
I
bad.
bet you do. Because is everything out of Legos like we're talking about?
Yeah.
Like even the roller coasters and everything? Oh my goodness.
I mean, it's shaped like Legos. Like, there's like these they have bumps on them. So, like, every single thing has bumps, and maybe that it's actually made out of Legos. That would be cool.
That would be really cool.
The TV, my friend went there, and he said there was TVs that they looked like that.
They look like that. So
the
like
screen-
pixelated.
The screen looked like that, like the pictures.
At Legoland, the TVs look like that. That's so cool. So a couple of your friends have gone? Yeah. Is that like your dream vacation?
Yeah.
I bet there's a lot of them now. Saw around the world too. It's like a big thing. Everybody loves Legos. Do you
Yeah.
want to show us some?
Sure.
Oh my goodness. So are these all a bunch of different sets that are mixed in here?
Yep.
So what are some of the sets? There's the BB-8 one, it looks like.
This is a piece of a set. This was a dinosaur head destroyed.
Oh, big ones in there too.
This, I don't know what, but then here's a sign from the BB-8.
From the BB-8, yeah.
It actually says so. I don't know what this is from. And then there's like cars, and this I got from the neighbor.
And how long have you been building Legos for?
Maybe when I was from when I was 2.
When you were 2.
Yeah,
And you're how old now?
9.
So 7 years? Wow. You're a real Lego engineer.
I started from the big ones. They're big,
Yeah.
big Legos, and then I went from the medium-sized Legos to all the way to the small Legos. But the smalls are my favorite.
And was it your neighbors that got you into the Legos?
No, I think I went to this place and I saw all these tiny little bumps, and I'm like, what do you do with this?
Yeah.
And I had no idea what to do, and I just started randomly connecting things. And it was hard because I didn't know how to snap the little pieces in. Now I'm like, this is simple. Like, all I have to do is this.
And are these all the Legos you have, or do you have? Well, you have your village at home, and then do you have more Legos at home
This
too?
is only like, this is only a quarter.
A quarter. Oh my goodness. How many Legos do you think you have?
More than octillion.
More than an octillion.
That's not even a number.
Yeah, that's where my mind is blown. And we all have to know, I'm sure you've stepped on a Lego.
Yes, I have.
Are they just always out everywhere?
Yes.
There's just no escaping them?
No. I actually got cut by fell on a Lego. Do you want to see?
Yeah. Oh my goodness, that's from a Lego?
Yeah.
How did you, was it like a tower? Was it just like, tell me the story.
So I was trying to get my sister out of my room because I didn't want her to.
Yeah.
And then she tripped, and I'm like, ah, and she's heavy, and I fell over, and there was these gear-shaped Legos, and it went like this.
Doug, that must have hurt too.
It did. I didn't cry though.
Oh, that's good. I mean, you're a toughie. You're used to stepping on Legos all the time. Is that the first time you've been cut, or have you been cut many times by Legos?
I think this is like the 5th time.
The 5th time. It's a dangerous hobby. I love it. I always see those things online about how many people step on Legos, and it just cracks me up. That's what I kept thinking about when I was going to be talking to you.
Do you know how I saw on this video that there's this tower made out of Legos, and it's so tall that I have to get one of those machines that go like up there.
Like a crane?
Yeah, crane. And they got up there and they kept on building, and it was like taller than this building. Like,
oh my goodness.
It was so.
Where did they build this?
At Legoland.
Oh, it's in the amusement park. Okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I've seen pictures. They have like life-size dinosaurs, it looks like, and everything. So if you could see one thing built in Legos, what would it be? Like, what would be the coolest thing you could see made out of Legos?
Probably. That's a tough one.
I know.
Probably a Lego skyscraper.
A Lego skyscraper, like Empire State Building, kind of. Wow. That you could actually go inside too. Ooh, that'd be crazy.
I'm clueless how the Lego people in the movie, like it's supposed to be like that the blue stuff is the water in the ocean, but if it's bumpy and hard and stuff, how are they supposed to get in?
I mean, I agree. I have no idea. Do you like those movies?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, I haven't seen them. I need to watch them.
There's the Lego movie, the Lego Batman movie, the Lego Ninjago movie. There's even the Lego Hobbit movie.
Oh my goodness, there's so many. Lego is just taking over the world.
Yes.
It really is. Why do you think people like Legos so much?
I think that it's like they pretend that they're this guy or a guy and they can choose what guy. It's like playing a video game, but you're not. It's like imagination taking off, and I like playing Legos because I get to build and do whatever I want, and I'm pretending that I'm this guy, and I can get armor, and I can. It's like a world of imagination. So
You can be who you want, where you want. Yeah, that's amazing. I love it. Well, thank you so much, Rowan, for sharing all of this with me. We're going to take a quick break, all right? And then we'll be back in a little bit with our expert, so thank you so much. Hi, and welcome back to Our Amazing Kids. I'm Dory. We spoke with Rowan earlier, and now we have Brian here, so welcome. He is the one who made all of this kind of amazing art that is around the set. So we're
Thanks
super
for having
excited.
me, Dory. Yes, I brought pretty much my entire Lego Mosaic collection today. So,
Yeah. I heard that this is your first piece right over here.
my son Harper, I cut him out of an image of he and I, and then that's 2,304 individual Lego 1x1 plates on a standard Lego base plate. It's 15 inches by 15 inches. Wow. 48 studs by 48 studs. And I had a very limited palette. You could see that I just had the 5 colors, the
Yeah.
black, dark, and light gray, and white, and then I had the tan. So I had a limited palette, and as I got more and more colors, when I did my son's Zenith, I didn't have any blue, so I had to order those. So that one, took 4 or 5 days. Some of these take months to sort the parts. I've bought in parts all over the world,
Yeah.
and have had them shipped to the U.S. And so as I get more and more parts and more colors, I'm able to do more. When you convert it to Lego, I use several apps on the computer, Photoshop and whatnot, but when it converts it into Lego, you tell it, I have these 4 colors, and it'll kind of posterize it with those colors. So it's kind of cool because, can I grab one and show you?
Please, yeah, I can see all of them.
This one of Albert Einstein was converted from a black and white image. So the dark blue, greens, tans, really give it a spark and a life. Kind of makes him look like a zombie, huh?
Yeah, it totally does.
how long what's the most advanced Lego creation you ever made?
One of the things about Lego is it's never done. If I want to change this, I take it apart. So now it's not done anymore. So a lot of my works are involving, like Captain Marvel. I wasn't quite happy what the computer did with her nose. So some pieces can take months and just stay for months without being completed. But even if they get completed, you could change it. Like you could change the BB-8 head to, let's say you want to change a color of your creation. You get to take it apart and you get to put it back together however you want, whatever your imagination tells you.
Have you ever heard of the Lego tape?
The Lego tape is really awesome. Target has it on sale, so it's basically 2 and 4 inch studs wide, and you get to tape it so you can have. You could kind of do it on the wall, but it's better. I have my shelves where I made pick-a-brick cup holders, and there's a little bit of Lego tape, and I have all my minifigures kind of on the Lego tape, so that's cool. Do you have Lego tape?
Yeah, I do. I have the 4x4, and it's only like $2.99. I put it on the railing of my Lego table, and I put Legos, and now I had a sign. Now my Lego table says Ninjago on it.
Oh, awesome.
So now, yeah, I like the Lego tape because I can do that,
Right on.
and you can rip the tape off, and it's still sticky.
So you were saying that this particular set came from a ton of different sets, right? That you blended together.
I did this 2 years ago. You know, I'm part of the Lego Club in Sacramento, and they are like, there's some really awesome builders that build their own stuffs. And they're gigantic, and they have, you know, here's the little LA girl that came out after the Lego movie.
Nice.
And of course she's eating the sushi, and her chihuahua was in here. And you see I have the low sodium soy sauce and the regular soy sauce. The cat lady from the Ninjago movie and her cat, I think that's Bad Leroy, maybe, I don't know. But they're having some sushi. And then when the Ninjago movie came out, they had the sushi chef, so as one of the minifigures. And we were talking about that, like how many sets there were. And so I looked up on Google. There are about 2,300 individual Lego pieces in 52 colors. So that's over 122,000 individual Lego pieces. So there's a lot of Legos out there, a lot of different combinations. So, I mean, it's going to be years until we build everything, right? And and by the time we get older, I don't know. There's going to be so many more.
Bunch more.
Maybe there's even Legos that you can eat. If
There are Lego candies, and there's a cake mold. So for your next birthday party, Mom, you can build the cupcakes out of Legos. And Lego is actually working on a renewable source for their plastics. So they're doing plant-based plastics, not necessarily edible or biodegradable as much as replenishable. So they're still going to be plastic. They're still going to be the Lego we love, clutch power, blah, blah, blah. But they're going to be a renewable resource. So they're very conscious about the future of their product, the future of Lego in general. There's been a bunch of documentaries recently that kind of go over the processes since the 40s when they started to today and the future of Lego. They're building a big Lego house in Billund, and I think it just opened.
Have you heard of the Legos that actually move?
The robotics stuffs?
At my old school, yeah, there was cords on the Legos that connected the Legos, and people built what are those things that have the horses and you go around in circles? Yeah, they made that and it actually went around in circles.
Yeah, actually, some of the Lego, like the Ferris wheel and the merry-go-round, have gears that you can run them by hand, but they sell motors and servos and whatnot. So you can actually run it on a motorized. So you can have, and depending on the gear ratio, you can have it go super fast or super slow. And it's kind of fun because like the first time we tried plugging in our Ferris wheel. We threw the people all over the room because it was a little bit too fast so we called up our gear expert. He says, you need to hire more teeth on the gear so it goes slower. It takes longer to do a whole revolution.
Yeah.
And so this one's spinning fast, and then this one's going slow. And actually, Lego just came out with a Bluetooth control for all of their IR stuff. So instead of infrared IR, like the train, is infrared, you can actually have the remote control and say, oh, go faster, slower. Now it's Bluetooth, so you can have your phone and you can program your phone to do stuff. My son Zenith has the Boost, the Lego Junior robot set. You can make 4 or 5 different models in that set. He went right to the Lego cat, Frankie the cat, which is awesome because he has eyebrows that move up and down.
Does it meow too?
It has MP3s. You record MP3s into
No
your
way.
iPad or whatever,
Yeah.
and then the iPad will make the sound. So yeah, so in the future we'll have, you'll put the thing on the Lego and it'll go up the stairs, climb stairs.
Lego dogs. This is my Lego
It's my Lego dog. What do you feed it? Lego food. What else? Oh, do you have to charge it? No. It's
Woof.
I have at my house, I have this Lego brick. I should have brought it. You can push a button and it's made out of Legos, but you put batteries in it and you push this button and it goes, makes sounds, like scary sounds and stuff. And it looks like an ordinary old Lego, only it has buttons on one side. And even the bottom, you can connect it, but there's screws and stuff.
Can you record your own sounds in it? And
Well, no, but
So does it, you hide it and scare people with the noises?
yeah. And it also vibrates.
Ooh.
And you can also turn the volume down, but it'll still vibrate, and you can hear the vibration. But there isn't really a turn-off button, so what I've been doing is just been going like this, and it turns off. That's
It's always the best method.
Yeah.
If you step on that one in the middle of the night, it's not so bad.
Yeah.
You just get a scare.
Yeah.
It's like, what is that?
So do you use those on Halloween?
I think so.
Are you dressing up as a Lego character in Halloween?
I didn't, but now that you think that, maybe I should.
I should talk to you because I think my kids are outgrowing their Ninjago costumes. There's a minifigure, like a Lloyd or Kai,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool, but I should have brought it. I should have brought I know, we should have brought all of our stuff, right?
I know.
It's
Would have
like-
filled up this whole set. Probably more, right?
Citizens of Nevada City, please bring your Lego to the studio. No, just kidding. There's no one here right now. Or maybe there is.
I do want to ask you one more question. You mentioned a Lego club, and I thought that would be really cool for our viewers to know about if there were people out there interested.
So I searched out and found that we had a Lego user group, LUG, which was called the SAC Brick Builders, located at 555. No, just kidding. We meet at the Empire Comics down in Arden Fair area, Arden Arcade area down in SAC. So I've been a part of the club for 4 years. And when I initially joined up the club, the current, or the then president of the club at the time, I went over to his house and he had, above his mantle, he had a picture from his wedding rendered in Lego, and I'm like, that's incredible. And it had a limited palette. It had it had the 4 or 5 colors. It was either black and white, or it might have had the splash of the tan. And I went home and did that one of Harper, like that week. I started that one. And then my son Zenith took a GoPro down a water slide, and he forgot he was having and he's like, oh my God, this is so fun.
Yeah.
So I froze his frame, froze
no
his
way.
face. That's why it has kind of little fisheye
Yeah.
thing happening on it. But I didn't have any of the blue, like I mentioned. So people in the club were like, oh, I can tell you where to get the blue. There's a guy. You go down and you meet, and you can buy some blue Legos. There's several sources online. Bricklink is a humongous source, and you could do stuff like on my recent ones. I just did the Lego Yoda and Django Reinhardt, and some pieces I didn't have little plates, so I'm using the little clips, or I'm using different shapes, and I'm giving it a little bit more relief. If you look on Captain Marvel, she's got a few that actually stick out further
I've noticed that,
than the original plane. It gives it more texture, but it also makes it easier. If I have a large section, like her glove is red, but it has a little bit of the dark red for accent colors, I could put a 4x4 on there, which, that's 16 Lego studs, but I put one dark red on top of that, so it's kind of cheating, but it's kind of saving
Gives it
time,
dimension.
and it's giving it texture and
Yeah.
whatnot. So.
So just one last thing. Do you have, a last question that you want to ask before we get all wrapped up?
Yes. If there's one Lego brick that you can make, what would it be that they don't have?
I was just thinking about that on the way up, actually, and you know the cheese wedge, which is this great piece. Actually, here's a 1x2 cheese wedge. So if this piece, you can see it goes on a stud right here, but if you had a stud on that side, you could put it on the underside. So that would be a cool piece for me to have. Because then you could actually make a nice profile, like underneath. So that's the 1x2. Here's a 1x1 cheese wedge. So that's if they had this piece that instead of going on a stud, it actually was a stud right there. So that piece would be cool. What piece would you like to have?
I would probably like a piece that you could put it on there, and when you touch the piece, it changed colors.
Ooh, that would be cool, and that's doable because you know they have those washcloths that when you put them in hot water they turn to different colors. So that's definitely doable.
Yeah.
They have glow in the dark bricks and stuff like that, and translucent. They have the the see-through stuff.
That was what I was thinking about, like see-through, but then it changed different see-through color.
I think you have a winning idea, Rowan, and after hearing from both of you, I think I'm going to go home and buy a Lego set because I think it's amazing. So is there anything that you would say, Rowan, to encourage some kids to pick up some Legos and just have fun?
I think that every kid should play Legos. I mean, it's a spark of imagination. You do this, and you're never gonna. I don't want to ever stop building those.
Yeah.
I just hope that everyone starts liking Legos and
Yeah.
trying new things, kids.
Yeah, well, I think that after watching this, they will, because you've inspired me, and you have inspired me, and I know you've inspired the viewers. So thank you so much for sharing your creations and your passion, and thank all of you for watching our amazing kids. Say bye to Rowan and Brian, and we'll see you next time.